So we want to try to do some stress analysis on this part that you're able to see. So it's part of a joint on our prototype. So what you're able to see here, this one and this one are part of the hinge on the joint. So uh, one thing you need to know is that when you are doing stress analysis, you need first of all to apply the material. And the reason for doing that is that each material has different properties, meaning each material responds differently to loading in a certain direction. So what I mean is that each part has a specific elastic modulus, the Poisson's ratio, the density, the tensile strength, and the like. So you need to specify the material that you're using, as well as these properties if not indicated, so that you're going to get accurate information. Of course, on your drawing or on your part that you have designed, the dimensions are already there, so those will also be taken into consideration as you are doing that. So all we have to do is just to load our SolidWorks simulation, then just have to come there and just wait a little bit. Yeah, so the purpose of doing this is um, the purpose of me showing you this is just to show you how you apply the material. Then we'll look at the simulation afterwards. So we'll come on the simulation part here, then you just create a new study. It's titled as static 1. You can change the name if you like. I'll just leave it like that since it's just for demo. Okay, so what you have now is here is that if you observe here, there's where it is indicated as apply material, or if you come here just right click, you'll be able to apply favorite material. So that's if you've been using it a lot, and there is that list there that you have, that is plain carbon steel, cast alloy steel, and among others. So you can just come here and click, or access it from here. It's still okay. So what you're able to see here is that we have steel, and on steel there are all these types of steel here, different grades of steel that you have, but that's not what we're interested in. If you come on plastic, um, if you come on plastics here, then we just expand this, because this component that you have here, this was 3D printed in PLA plastic, so that's what we are looking for. So um, among the list that you have here, we have ABS, we have nylon, we have polyester resin, we also have I think PVC is also here. Yeah, we have PVC 0.007 plasticized, you have PVC rigid, and so on this list PLA isn't there, that is polylactic acid. It's not on the list, so what we have to do is that we have to add it. So when you come down here, there's what you're going to see as custom material. You come here like that, then you have your plastic here, just right click, then we're going to say new material like that. So that is just titled as default, so let me name it as polylactic acid, like that. Then I'll just say PLA, like that. Okay, so let me put this in megapascals, that's the units. So we have to edit these, starting with the elastic modulus. So the elastic modulus for PLA is 3500 megapascals. That is 3500. Then the Poisson's ratio, uh, let me see if we can edit that. Okay, so the Poisson's ratio is 0.36. Then we'll come to the shear modulus, we'll just leave it like that. Then the mass density, for that material is 1240, 1240, that is kgs per cubic meters. Then the tensile strength, is 60 megapascals. So let's see if we can also edit that one. So that is supposed to be 60. Then the compressive strength, I didn't find that one, so we just add we have the tensile strength, We also have to have the yield strength, that is 50 megapascals. So 50 megapascals there, like that. Then I'm going to just save like that, and apply. Okay, so that is basically how you get to apply a custom material. All you have to do is just to create a new one, then indicate all these specifics, and you're going to have your the properties that you want, so that you get accurate information.